welcome to Season 2 of Skinterviews. I'm one of your two hosts. My name is George Scandalis. And this guy over here
is Nathan Strong.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, Nathan, today. You went and got a haircut. You're looking cuter than me. You know, I don't like it. I get angry.
It was getting pretty shaggy, and I thought, I haven't seen my hairdresser since COVID, so I paid him a visit. Well, I should say my barber.
Your barber?
Yeah.
Your barber. Well, today is all about people we haven't seen in a while. So we're going to have an exciting lineup up today. But this lineup and every episode of Season 2 of Skinterviews is brought to you by FullScript. And I'm going to remind everybody, FullScript is the ultimate platform for those who want to do wellness the right way, the personal way. It is the industry's most comprehensive catalog of over 300 plus professional quality products, making safe supplements more accessible and affordable, and making personalized treatment plans from the doctor to the patient accessible and possible. This is really good because no more walking down your local drug mart, looking at the aisle saying, do I need vitamin C? Do I need vitamin D? How much should I take? How much shouldn't I take? Is there a possible interaction with anything that I'm already taking? Your doctor can prescribe and decide for you. Magic. Total magic. So thank you to FullScript for sponsoring Skinterviews. The doctors that are out there listening, make sure you go check them out. FullScript.com. Wow, I'm getting better and better at saying that. Soon I'm going to have it off my heart, right? Look at me now. I don't even have a haircut. Yes. I don't want to waste any time with us talking in the beginning of the show today. I have comments of stuff and user messages that have come in the last couple of weeks, but we'll talk about them on another episode because I really want to get to focusing on our guests today. These are all guests that you got to see in Season 1 of Skinterviews, and they are back today. And one of the most commented, requested guests of Season 1 is about to come in. I can't tell you guys enough how nice she has been, how kind she has been, how supportive of us she's been, and all the user commentary we've been getting. Everybody keeps saying, she's so nice, she's so kind, she's brilliant, she's the best, she's one of the best in the industry. I'm talking about none other than Dr. Doris Day. Hey.
Oh my God, you guys are incredible. That was so sweet.
Listen, I'm being completely upfront. I actually told you, and I'll say it even on the show, that backstage I said to you, I have a bunch of user comments that have come in about you that I didn't even want to tell you backstage because I wanted to tell you live because on the show. But everybody, there is not a single person that's come across our path that we've said we had Dr. Doris Day on the show, and they're like, oh my God, she's incredible. She's so sweet. She's so nice. She's so down to earth. She's so successful. She's so knowledgeable. But it just keeps reiterating all the great things we're feeling about you. And we're so happy to have you back.
Well, I'm beaming, smiling from ear to ear. I don't know if you can see me floating up on a cloud right now, but my heart is full. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. It makes me so happy.
That means you're doing something right. We actually had one user that sent in that asked us not to be mentioned, but said, I was a patient of Dr. Day's. I went in with a significant problem on my skin, on my face that I was very insecure about. And she said, Dr. Day literally changed my life. And I love that you addressed vanity on the show because it's not about that. It's about how I felt. She goes, so I'm like Dr. Day now. I walk down the street and I get my Beyonce on. And I'm beaming, and it's all because of her. So you're doing all the right things.
Thank you. Well, you know what? I feel like it's a privilege for me to get to meet the people I get to meet and do the things I do. And it's an obligation to. I feel like I have a very strong obligation to be what my patients need from me. So, and you never get comfortable. And also over COVID, like our lockdown was really difficult for me because I really love the work I do and I missed it. I didn't realize how much of my identity was tied to it. And when I came back to work, my staff would just laugh every time I came out of a room because I come out, I go, I miss this so much. I love seeing patients. I love my patients. So it felt really good to connect to that part of me that can have the opportunity to let me in on their lives and to have somewhat of an impact. So thank you for those kind words in that introduction. I did want to do a do-over of our interview because I was really having a very bad hair day. And for me, I am vain. So, I'm putting it out there. I'm not beyond telling you that I do care. So, yeah, so I felt like I wanted a do-over. So
Well,
thanks for having me back.
well, you know what? Whenever you want a full do-over, full episode, we're obsessed with you. So we will have you anytime, any day. We'll cancel anybody that's on the show to make room. And I legit mean that. So, and speaking of COVID, last time we met, we met in your New York City apartment where your business is located and where you live. Today, it looks like, are we in the office?
Yeah, today I'm still in the office because I'm back in the office. It's so great. So I have all my little diplomas behind me, my little ring light you got to see there. So it's good to be back and to seeing patients. And now my daughter just came to visit, so she's getting married in 2 weeks. We're gonna go look at some
Congrats.
wedding bands. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
so
Congratulations.
fun.
So tell me about the shift from going home to back to the office. How has it been different? What are you feeling about it? Is that anxiety gone or is it still very present in New York?
No, things are not the same, but in the beginning, when I first came in, it was odd to get back into the rhythm. And we took a lot of precautions. So we have air purifiers, extra hand sanitizers, we took temperatures, we did a whole bunch of extra measures. We minimize the number of patients we saw in a day. We clean the rooms between every single patient, and we have the UV lights going in between patients and at night. So we're doing a lot to ensure patient safety. We have a bunch of different types of masks that we have. So everybody wears masks all day in the office. And fortunately, we've had zero COVID here. And I'm pretty, good about making sure that this is a safe environment for my staff and my patients and obviously for my family. But I'm also at a point where I think that we understand enough about who's at highest risk that in that screening process, we're minimizing our exposure to people who might be at higher risk, and the people we're seeing have generally been quarantined and are at relatively low risk. And I think that helps too. So I don't have a lot of anxiety about COVID. I don't want anyone to get sick, and we want to be super careful. But at the same time, it's not what rules my day and my life. It's not always on my mind. My mind is back now to seeing patients and getting into a rhythm.
I love
And
that.
I'm feeling better about it.
I love that. And I gotta say that I mean, I follow you on Instagram and I'm a huge New York City fan and I used to live there and I get to live a little bit vicariously through you when I see you walking down the pier and on Harvard and it's absolutely beautiful to see New York City getting its bearings back, feeling like it's alive again. I know it got a little scary there.
You're right, and it was when we were boarded up on my block, and when everybody was just afraid to be out. It was scary. I've lived here my whole life. I still live in the same building I grew up in,
Yeah.
and I've never seen anything like this ever. Even in the '70s, when the city was on the verge of bankruptcy, it wasn't like this. So to see it kind of bounce back a little faster than I expected is just encouraging, and it's a relief. We have a long way to go, and we'll see what happens. But once schools get open again and people start coming back, and our tourists, we love our tourists in New York.
Yeah.
We don't have like tourist areas and then people areas. We all live in one little big melting pot. So we miss our tourists kind of walking and roaming up and down the avenues, and hopefully we'll get back to that. And indoor dining is going to open up again soon, so that's exciting. So I'm trying to stay optimistic and positive, and look, I know that I want to go shopping again for like clothing and stuff, so we're all going to be okay. If I want to go shopping again, we're all right.
Well, I mean, you've been a really busy lady because Nathan's been telling me some stuff, and I want to let him talk about it. But there's been some major stuff that has happened for you in the last, what is it, 3 months or 4 months since we first spoke. So, Nathan, tell us all about it.
Yeah, so the American Skin Association awarded you the Excellence in Dermatology, and you were lucky enough to have Dr. Oz to present the award to you. So that was amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. It was also really nice that I could do it from Zoom in my pajamas at home. So I'm not a night person or a gala person. It was an incredible honor, and it was I was floored. And when Dr. Oz presented the award and said all those nice things, I was happy also I was home and people couldn't see me gushing tears, So it was really nice. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah,
And he's a great patient advocate.
Awesome. And you're in the awards again because the New York Magazine recognized you as one of 2020's top doctors as well. So another huge congratulations to you as well.
Thank you. When these things happen, my daughter comes to mind because sometimes those things can be a little bit daunting. It always feels good to be recognized and to get these things. I mean, it feels so good. I can't even tell you. But there's anxiety that goes with it because you don't want to ever disappoint anyone or not be what people think you should be. And my daughter said it so well. She said, "Mommy, that's not why you do it. You do it because you love what you do." And so for me, that feels so good. But then I remember I go back to, as a doctor, it's always what you don't know that is going to be the next thing that will get you down. So it's always that I have to stay on my game, keep learning, keep growing, and never ever get comfortable or think that those things are all they become is your new normal, and now you have to raise the bar. So it's a great launching pad, feels so good, but now I've got to get to that point where I live up and earn those nice things that people say about me.
Cool. And when do you think you'll be able to get back with your colleagues to do some more filming on The Gist? When do you think that will be happening?
So we just talked about season 3, and we're making our season 3 a COVID season, which is really kind of fun.
Awesome.
And we're going to do a kind of Zoom thing. So we're going to be creative and find another way to do it. So we're going to start that filming soon. That's been a great joyride for me to get to do that with my colleagues and sort of help dermatology stand out as the dermatologists who are board certified as the go-to experts, because training does matter, that board certification matters. And I really want to help people understand that seeing a physician, a doctor, someone who's trained in skin will have an impact on how you do.
Absolutely. And Nathan, how many people can we have live on the show here at once? What is the capability of our program?
I think we can have maybe 6 or 7 live, yeah.
Well, if we can get up to 7, whenever all the ladies of The Gist want to do a we'd love to have you on. I know you guys are all busy and it's hard to coordinate schedules, but it's an open invitation whenever it comes along.
Thank you. We are a handful. We'll do it. Just buckle up because we are a fun group of women.
Tell our viewers where they can catch The Gist.
The Gist is on YouTube. If you go to The Gist show on YouTube, we'd love if you followed us and subscribed. It would make us super, super happy. And hopefully you'll get a lot out of it too, because we're a diverse group of women with very strong opinions about things. And we tried, our goal is to really inform and educate and entertain at the same time.
I love that. And for our viewers that always want to follow Dr. Day, you can head over on Facebook at Dr. Doris Day, on Instagram at Dr. Doris Day. And if you have any professional questions you'd like to ask her, she's always available on LinkedIn on Doris Day, MD. Of course, go to dorisdaymd.com and look at the amazing stuff she set up in her clinic to help patients still be seen during these unprecedented times. And I feel like everybody says that, unprecedented times. Really? This is the first time where everybody can say it continuously. And I want to say a massive thank you again for coming today. I have not forgotten about our date. I owe you a night out at Moulin Rouge, and we're having dinner, and I forget it was a curry place.
Yes, curry in a hurry.
Yes, curry in a hurry, and Moulin Rouge, date night in New York City. We absolutely, sincerely love you, and thank you for coming on again. And I know how difficult it is to find time in the day, especially with everything going on. So we really appreciate it.
And I always have time for you. I always love being on with you both. I hope you grow to beyond your dreams and expectations. You are so much fun, so authentic, and so handsome, just so damn handsome on top of it.
Thank you so much.
It's me, right? Or is it because Nathan got it? We absolutely adore you. Hang out backstage. We're going to be right with you. I know, Nathan, we have a message from our sponsors.
We do.
Well, let's see it. Here we go. she is so kind. Like, I can't get over it. Like, even through the screen, she just radiates complete kindness. Like, I really, really, really look forward to the day we can travel so that we can go to New York City and we can go to Moulin Rouge, because I'm dying to go to Moulin Rouge. You know,
Oh my!
The gay in me is screaming for some Broadway musical Moulin Rouge, and and Curry in a Hurry. Like, come on. Obviously, I love eating, right? A little piggy that I am.
Well, the straight in me is, is dying for a bit of Moulin Rouge and a little bit of curry as well.
Oh, well, look at that. Well, then, if we're going to play that card, the gay in me really thinks our next guest is quite a hunk. Am I even allowed to say that on Skinterviews?
I don't know. We might get sued, but we'll deal with it.
Hey, well, just don't let our sponsors find out that we're hitting on the doctors, right? Exactly. So, actually, all jokes aside, it amazes me how many messages and comments we got on our next guest from season 1, and the girls were swooning over him. Like, I hope his girl's not watching this. She's gonna be like, you ain't going on. You are not going on. You are not just wearing a mask. You're wearing a cover up on your eyes, on everything. Like, you're gonna be head to toe covered, just surgical. No one's even gonna look at your face. But we got a lot of messages about this guest.
He definitely stirred a few pots, I'm sure, because there were a lot of wolf whistles and comments, and let's be honest, this guy's a bit of a stud.
He's a total stud. He's like the rock star of plastic surgery. So if you haven't guessed who we're talking about, let's not wait any further, because I know y'all want to swoon over him. Okay, so Dr. Brent Howley, let's see him.
There he is.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Very good.
We missed you, man.
We did.
Well, it's been a while. I've been hiding out here in Moncton and enjoying some of the forced recluse we've all been forced to take here with some of the infectious plagues of our world and summer. And it's been great, but it's great to see both you guys.
It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So tell us about your summer. What have you been up to?
The summer's been this summer probably going into it. I think I, like everyone else, was a little bit skeptical. Just the world seems to be at odds with itself lately. So the summer turned out to be fantastic, actually. Number one, here in the Maritimes, our weather is always unpredictable. So you can have, one nice day, plan something with your friends or family, and the next day there will rain for a week. But we were lucky. July was dry, it was hot. August was great. We had great weather. And for me, we came out of this, kind of COVID era there in March, April, May, and then started kind of getting the clinics and surgery and stuff up running again. But to a reduced capacity like everyone else. So it was a bit of a challenge. And with I think I was forced, I wasn't forced, but I was lucky, I guess, to see that with that slowdown came more time for just to step back and, see the forest for the trees kind of thing. Right. And which was fantastic. So I took advantage of that and spent a ton of time in the summer with Lindsay, my better half, with my kids, with friends, family. Did things I wanted to do for the past couple of years, but we always, just didn't get to it, no time. And so the summer has been absolutely fantastic, and it's been a variety of stuff for me. Again, stuff with the kids. My kids are 10 and 12, 2 girls, so they keep you pretty busy. We did a lot of boating. Lindsay and I actually went to Cape Breton, where I'm from, and we did some backwoods camping in the Cabin Trail, which for the most part went well. She can hear me right now, so she knows what I'm talking about. I'll detail that at some point, but we survived. We made it back. and got the kids up this year. They started water skiing, so that was fun. I gave a crack at it myself and realized that I hadn't water skied since I was about 12 years old. And anyway, we got up and going, did some wakeboarding, and really just enjoyed life. And I'll say, for the first time in a long time, kind of had a midlife reset, if you will. Just kind of, again, just enjoy life, right? Stop with there's a lot of madness. There's a lot of madness around everyone. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of anxiety. And I was fortunate enough to be able to just step back and go, you know what? This is, you're like an actor in a play, and you got one shot. So I want to, when I get through this play of life, I want to look back and say, I really enjoyed that, you know.
Good on you, mate. That's awesome. And you know what they say? Couples that travel together normally stay together.
Yeah. Well, she's actually lucky. I don't know who's lucky, but that Cape Breton tenting experience was something else. So just to summarize it, we went up to Cape Breton around the Cabot Trail, and I wanted to do some backwoods camping. So the first night wasn't bad. It was kind of more of a campground kind of thing, not a lot of work. The second night included a 6 to 7 kilometer hike in along the coast of Cape Breton up along Pleasant Bay. Got us to this very remote, unbelievable, pristine bluff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, a place where you have to check in with Parks Canada on the way in, hang your food from the tree because the bears are quite active, and then check out so that you know you survive. So unfortunately, when we checked in, the lady did comment to both of us, be very careful, you know, with less people around, the bears are very active now. Well, now has this fear of bears, like most people. Hers is probably a bit heightened because she watched a program on PBS or Netflix or something about how black bears would eat you alive and everything else. I'm more of the feeling that they're more like raccoons. Nonetheless, as we get out to this beautiful, pristine area, she's very at heightened awareness that there could be a bear around, which was fine. And then as we set up our camp and had supper and stuff was great. And then the wind picked up a bit, as you would expect on the northern tip of Cape Breton, but it picked up to gale force northerly winds to the point that the tent, the carbon poles in the tent were bending in so far that it would touch your face, which then required me, in her panic, to get out of said tent, to put boulders inside the tent so that we wouldn't blow away, and then trying to calm her, because the biggest fear that anyone would have in that wasn't the wind, it was the fact that the wind and the noise of the nylon would mask the bear that would definitely be coming into our tent to eat us. So it was a relatively sleepless night. And I'll leave it at, let's just say the next night we backwood tented it at the Celtic Lodge, and that's where we stayed. So we had a great trip, and it was fun, and that was definitely one of the highlights. I haven't done that since years. I was very young the last time I did that, so that was great.
Sounds great. And
yeah.
I must admit, I've seen a few photos on the social media, and just looking at you now, it looks like you've been throwing a bit of tin around. You're in fantastic shape. What's going on there?
You know what? I will say I'm a pretty humble guy, and I'm not doing it for any reason. But I mentioned this to Nathan earlier when COVID started. Lindsay and I had a discussion, and I said, you know, with all this shutdown, some people are anxious, depressed, and they're sitting at home. And I said, this can go two ways. You know, this wave is going to come, and we can come out of it either way. We can come out, you know, didn't do anything, I'm tired, I overate, I feel terrible. Or do something about it and take this opportunity and a little bit of extra time to, you know, we've always been pretty active and eat well, but, you know, we ramped it up, eating well. Started doing consistent workouts, and just stuck with it. And honestly, it keeps the mind kind of healthy, and it's been good. It's not like anything. Once you get on it, now I'm kind of hooked on it, and I go to a kickboxing trainer a couple times a week, and then I got a little gym in our house, and I just been at it. I haven't really. It's funny. I don't notice it myself, but I hear it. They're like, "Well, you look like you're in great shape." I'm like, I don't know. I don't really. I'm not hopping on a scale and, you know, doing photos for Instagram or anything. But so, no, I feel good. I'm definitely, I physically feel better, mentally feel better. So it's important for me. It's important. If I don't do this, I get down physically, and then I get kind of you just don't have that motivation, that mojo mentally. So it's been great.
Good on you, because I remember when we spoke to you on Skinterviews season 1, you said that COVID has created a hole and we've just got to find a way to get out of it. So it looks like you've taken the positives and you've flown out of that hole and at its speeding light, really.
Well, that's it. I've often said negatives you don't seem to have to look for. Negatives seem to just easily put themselves on your plate. Positives sometimes take a little work on your part, so that's up to you. So the negatives are coming either way, right? I mean, you got to deal with them. I've always felt that you're better able to deal with them with a better mindset. And so that means you got to do a little effort on your end, whether that be watching what you do, whatever it is that you do, right? I even started doing these little meditations, which 6 months ago, if you said to me, I would try to start, I don't do them every day, or these little daily readings, I would tell you you're crazy, right? Like I'm not into this stuff, but I started doing it and just being open to stuff. It's really, really good. It's fantastic. Again, I'm not here to sell meditation, but I do these little tiny guided meditations, right? A little 5-minute thing in the morning after you do some cardio. It's fantastic. It's just, you block everything out. It just kind of like start warming up your car before you start your day.
Look at you. Well, before I pass it on to George, because we've done some digging and we've found out that you were part of a book recently, but George will go into that and he's got a few quotes from that. I hear through the grapevine and that you've got something exciting happening maybe in the new year.
Yeah, actually, it's very, very exciting. So I was lucky enough. I have a brilliant, harder working than anyone I know, very, very close friend, one of my closest friends and business colleagues, Nash Daniel. He's an oromaxillofacial surgeon who is fantastic at what he does. Like he's a gold star in that. But that's only a small forte in what he really does. He's really a businessman. I mean, from real estate development, condo buildings, what have you. He's kind of like my mentor, if you will, from a business point of view. So he and I got together and come up with an idea for an expansion of what he and I both do. So this is looking about beginning of February of next year when we get it opened up. So in a new condo building, that's 160 plus room condo building that's going up with Nash is part of. We're going to put in something that's almost like a boutique beauty center. It's going to be called Glow, GLO. It's going to be a divided kind of center where it's very open, very modern, very high tech, but very welcoming. And it's going to be a combination of on his dental side, it's going to be almost like a boutique kind of dental wellness. So not cavities and pulling teeth and stuff like that. It's going to be teeth whitening, Invisalign, these nice, beautifying, cosmetic, if you will, dentistry kind of thing. And I've been looking in on his side as well. And this thing is like creme de la creme, like the technology and, holding a thing, taking your picture, showing you the after picture within 30 seconds of what you can do. And this is kind of to kind of almost like your express kind of Invisalign treatments, right? Instead of like go to your orthodontist once a week for 6 and 7 weeks, this is going to be a computer guided, modeled, driven, clean, easy, done, boutique type service. On my side, though it's an open concept we share, is going to be skin. Okay, this is going to be everything from injectables, laser resurfacing, skin care, skin maintenance, makeup, everything that has to do with it. We're going to run that in conjunction with one another as a single unit called Glow. And I'm really excited about it because I certainly think there's a niche for it. Just the look of the place, and I'll update you guys maybe next time we chat with some pictures and ideas. But this is going to be almost, this is a very ground level, walk-in, welcoming, boutique, high-end center. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
that's huge. That's great. So you have been busy. It sounds like you were off there for the summer.
Well, I wasn't completely off. I can't really shut off. I need to get me to shut off sometimes or shut up. But no, it's been great. And like I said, it's only because I'm surrounded by good people. honestly. Without my partner Nash, without the support of like my staff in my office now, without the support of them, without bouncing ideas off of Lindsay and someone else, and our injection nurses and our skincare, without all of them, it would be nothing. I mean, I can be the quarterback and make it happen, but you could be, Tom Brady without a receiver, you're nothing. So
the team is everything. The team is everything.
Fantastic.
Tell me all about dreaming big, being bold.
Yeah. So this was, I was called upon. I've had some previous business associates, Vicky and Paula are their names, and these two ladies are very, very well known entrepreneurs in the speaking world and the leadership kind of platforms out there. I think they both currently live in Ontario. In any event, I was contacted by Paula at some time ago saying they're putting together this book that would be chaptered or written by multiple, what they describe as young, entrepreneurial, energetic kind of people to say their 2 cents and put it into a chapter. And they're going to do this book. In other words, don't hold back, dream, work hard, get it done. So I thought, what on God's earth do I know about writing? Like everything I do is like hen scratch or bullet point. My grammar's terrible. Forget it. Anyway, so with that in mind, I said, of course, yes, of course I'll do it. Right. So I think I had, like she said, you got 2 months or 3 months or whatever it was. So of course, with 2 days remaining, I thought I should really start that chapter. I should probably put some work into that. So I sat down and I didn't have a topic. They just said, write a chapter. I'm like, what am I going to write? I don't know. So anyway, I just started writing this chapter, and I basically just put through some of my pearls that I thought if someone was, you're 25 years old and you're thinking on starting a tow truck company or a hair salon or a business or something, just that little bit of inspiration, that little bit of energy, that little bit of honesty as well, right? Like you're going to fail, you're going to make mistakes. Making mistakes is not bad. It's good because you learn. And so I kind of got that into a chapter, which actually turned out to be pretty good. I read it after, right? And I'm like, they edited it a bit and like got the grammar, commas and semicolons, wherever you're supposed to use those. And they did all that stuff for me. But I read it and I'm like, that's actually not bad, actually. So, and it sent, and then they had another host of different authors who contributed to the chapter. And it was pretty fun. It was the first time I've ever did that.
That's amazing. I've got a couple of quotes from the book that really come up. I mean, my first take listening to you say that is that there's that many people like you out there to write all those different chapters, because you are that. Like, you've got all the energy, you've got the confidence, you've got the drive, you've got the ambition. And that is something people need to learn and take away from, beyond your expertise as a surgeon, of course. But one of the quotes, my goal is for you to be happy with yourself and how you present yourself.
Yeah, I think that particular quote had specifically to do with what I do as a plastic surgeon, right? As a cosmetic surgeon, of course, as we all know, whether it's surgery or skincare or non-invasive, whatever, there's always been this sort of taboo around it, right? The vanity, the what have you. And there's a lot of, there's the thoughts out there, perceptions that, oh my God, they do this, they get hooked on it, or I'm going to look like the housewives of Beverly Hills. I mean, we all know that is not the typical scenario, right? Most people, 99% of the patients that we see, whether it's for some treatments for their skin or it's a full mummy makeover, most of these people are dissatisfied with something about their appearance that bothers them and in a way affects their daily living, right? It doesn't change their work, or doesn't change their family affairs or their friends, but it really bothers them. Most of these people come to you with this and they're unhappy. So you offer them something, you treat them. And my goal, as I've always said, and I say this to patients on a daily basis, look, you need to tell me what bothers you, because my goal is not for you to have a skin treatment or laser or breast implants or a tummy tuck or liposuction. That's not my goal. My goal is for you to leave and end the experience with us, or continued experience, and be happy. And if that means that I have to apply sunscreen to your cheeks and you're happy, then I'm happy. If it means that we have to do a 5-hour surgery multiple times, multiple things, then that's what we do. I just want you to feel good and happy about yourself. And I think that approach works well because ultimately that is the goal, right?
That is the goal. Well, listen, Nathan will take the sunscreen and I'll take the lipo.
Okay, done. I just want you to be happy about yourself. Remember,
I will be. Trust
there you go.
me. No, none of you take a lot out. Just take it all out so I can eat more. But I want to thank you so much for being here today. And I know that you are still kind of shifting from your summer into that full work mode. So we don't want to keep too much of your time. So you get as much time as you can with Lindsay. I think I hear her banging food in the background. What is that, right? Is that Lindsay in the background?
Yeah, she's here. She's here.
Is she hiding from us?
Come over. She'll get her to come in and make the cameo appearance.
Oh,
Yes,
it wouldn't be anything without my girl. Where's my girl? Is she going to come in?
Oh yeah, she's coming. George Scandalous, as I call him, is coming.
I love it.
There she is.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, I was trying to be quiet. I was making dinner.
No, we couldn't do the show without seeing your face.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
you just made her night now.
Yeah, we kind of like you more than him, but we got to hear it around him.
A
You
lot
know?
of people do.
A lot
of people do.
If you heard the intro, you know I'm totally talking shit right now.
I did. I'm like, oh my God.
Anyways, I want to thank you both for coming on, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last little bit of that downtime before it gets too busy. Bye, Lindsay, and we look forward to hopefully COVID ending and us being able to come out and seeing you. And I'm going to end the episode before we take a look at your book on Amazon so that people can order it and buy it and support you. I love this quote. Tell people your story this week. You don't deserve a break and people don't owe you. But if you put yourself out there and work hard, you may get a break. You might not, but you certainly won't if you don't try. I'm glad you took your break this summer, Dr. Howley.
Thank you. Yeah, so am I. And thanks to both of you again for having me. I find this is a very enjoyable thing. Sit back and chat, and I look forward to more chats with you guys.
Well, we'd love to have you on again anytime you're available. So let's segue here to a quick picture of Dr. Howley's book, where you can get it on Amazon. Well, the chapter of the book that Dr. Howley has written, Dreaming Big and Being Bold. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being on here today.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll
Take
chat
care.
soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Is it recording?
It is recording.
I kind of like this recap episode. Like it's been fun.
It has been fun.
We've had the incredible Doris Day. We've had Mr. Hunk, Brent Howley. And now we're going to have the queen herself.
Yep.
Right? Are you excited to see her?
She's probably our biggest fan.
She better be. She better be. I mean, like, she's up there now. I haven't seen her in almost a year, I think.
You know why you haven't seen her? You know why you haven't seen her?
COVID?
No. I think it's because she's been too busy doing TikTok videos, to be honest.
Dude, one of her videos almost has 30,000 views.
I know!
Out of nowhere.
She's become a superstar on TikTok.
Well, she does this little bit where she goes like this.
I can see her backstage and she's rolling around the ground laughing.
Oh my God. Well, listen, she is a favorite from season 1. People have messaged us consistently about our episode, and we're going to talk about it today because I want to hear what feedback she got about the episode. But we are talking about none other than Romy Sabo. Oh yeah!
Yeah!
Hi, Romy Sable. Dr. Romy herself. How are you?
Amazing. How are you doing?
Good thing.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're
Are you
good.
ready to go out? Didn't you say we're going out tonight? I got all ready. I even did some pre-drinking, and I'm ready to go.
Oh, well, you know what? I've got the exciting stuff. I got water.
I got it. I got the low-calorie socialites.
Okay, why didn't anybody call me to bring some alcohol?
Let's go. Guys, I got ready as if we're going out because God knows how long it's been since I've been out. In fact, my husband and kids asked me, where are you going? Why are you getting so dressed up? I said, for George and Nathan because we're going out.
But did you put your high heels on, Romy?
Not only did I put my high heels on, I put on high heels that I got in February just before the COVID lockdown, and I have not been able to wear them since. So obviously,
Yes!
I got
Woo!
my red bottoms on.
You got your red bottoms on. Look at you. Look at you. You're ready to go.
I am. Let's go.
So, I mean, but where are we going to go? I mean, your face should not be in a mask.
I forgot about that mask thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You could get one of those clear, like,
Right, clear.
bowl
So you can
things
see
where
me
you put the.
smiling.
No, just get the whole bowl, like you're in a fish bowl.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, Romy, what's going on? Tell us about life since the last time we had you on the show,
Life.
in season 1. What's changed? What's new? How's love? How's life? How's business?
Everything's amazing. No complaints. Working hard. Not playing so hard. Used to play hard. Not playing hard at all now. Waiting for this to all be done. Working on the business. Working on, new things coming down the pipeline, which we kind of touched on last time. So still working on that. And having fun with my kids who seem to be home a lot lately. So started doing some TikToks with my daughters and having fun with that.
Are you just gonna casually talk about just doing some TikToks with my daughter,
here and there.
right?
Yeah.
You just started TikTok, and I think one of your things has almost 30,000 views, right?
I know, it's crazy. I carpool my kids in the morning, and the kids all get in the car, and my mom and my daughter's like, "Oh my God, did you know my mommy's a TikTok viral star?" Like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm like, "I'm not doing that." But yeah, one went, I don't know, I don't understand it. I had to call my friend who's in social media, and I'm like, "What is going on? Why is?" And it was like it was weird. It was like 100 views, then 200 views, and like a second later, 300 views. And I'm like, oh my God, if I get to 1,000, this is really weird. 1,000 hit, and then 2,000, and then it was 3,000.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's not stopping. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm having fun with it.
Well, you beat me. I think the most views I got on any one video is like 2,200. That's not quite 30,000.
Wow.
It's weird. I don't get it. I don't.
Well, I do. You're super cute. Your videos are super fun. And for those of you that are watching, you can head over to TikTok and follow her. It's so easy to find her. It is Romy Sable. Same way you'll find her on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And then you can also do Romy Sable MD if you want to find her on Instagram, or RomySableMD.com for the website. So Nathan's going to talk to you about business. I'm going to talk to you about Skinterviews. I want to know what people have been saying to you since your first interview, because we've gotten a ton of messages.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. So I haven't got that many messages. I did get in trouble from my parents. So that was lesson number 1. Apparently, when you're interviewed in public, you don't talk about private family matters. So I'm not mentioning it again. I'm not mentioning any names. But I will not do that again. So, number 1 learned. I got lots of messages from some friends and family and my patients, and they said it was really fun to watch, and they said they weren't entirely surprised, those who knew me already, but I think for a few people who didn't know me and just heard about me, they thought it was a great way to get to know me better, and that I should do more of them.
That's awesome. Have you gotten any new customers from it? Like, has somebody been like, oh my God, I saw your Skinterviews and I had to come see you? Because that was one of the things I got a lot. It was like, oh my God, I love her so much. If I'm going to get injected, I'm going to go see her.
Come on.
Swear to God.
Well, you know what the problem is that since COVID and all that, the lockdown and slowing down, I really wasn't taking on a lot of new patients. I was doing a lot of online virtual consults, but when it came down to new patients, I really was just trying to catch up with a lot of patients that hadn't been seen before. So I'm actually just starting to open up again now and see new patients. And as soon as I started seeing new patients, it just started happening very quickly. So I've had to hire some more staff and open up more days. And yeah, I'm working hard.
That's good. Well,
Harder than I've ever worked, actually. Well,
that's
not true.
good.
That school was really hard.
That's how you got those nice red bottoms, and I can see you've upped your game with your lights. You got some new lights going on.
Oh, thank you.
Look at you.
It's not bad. I saw your Jason Emmer Skinterview, and he like did a whole close up, and you know, he made me very nervous when you guys were talking.
Hey guys.
Pushing it. So I'm like, oh my god, can you guys see all the detail? Because like maybe now I need some more skin treatments.
High def, high def. What's going on with my hair? It looks like I could catch flies. It looks like, 1990s, the Gina haircuts with like the pearl.
It looks amazing, like a little Rick Astley.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never. Okay, I gotta let Nathan say something because he's dying. He's dying.
No, I could listen to you guys all day.
Nathan,
But
let's make you blush. Can I make you blush? Probably not. The only time I've ever seen you blush is in front of Dr. Anna Guanche.
Drop the mic! Wow!
Oh my god!
You watch our shows. At least we got.
Dude, you guys are amazing. I should congratulate you guys. Season 2 is amazing. Season 1 obviously went amazingly. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Of course I watch.
Talking about congratulating someone, I heard you've got some new technology in your clinic. So congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm about to zap myself. Actually, people always say you have all this access to stuff. Do you do it all yourself all the time? And I never have time. Ever. So no. But I got the ND Med radio frequency technology, which is sitting right beside me. And
Awesome.
we're busy doing that. Skin tightening, body contouring, microneedling, fractional resurfacing, and working on the face, body, arms. Yeah, it's been fun.
That's awesome. And how's business changed since COVID? Like for you?
It's so interesting. So a lot of, it's a very fine line to talk about business because, a lot of people are suffering right now.
Yeah.
It's really busy in the cosmetic world. I don't know why. I really would think that that's the first thing that people would not want to spend their money on. But then you hear about people doing a lot of Zoom and seeing themselves and feeling pretty down in, the state that we're in right now. And it's amazing what a little Botox, a little filler, a little pick-me-up, a peel, a facial can do for one's self-esteem and just to make them feel better. So I think there's so many things that are now online and people see themselves. So they're a bit more hard on themselves.
Yeah. But don't you think it's a good thing because we're in such a different world now where anxiety and mental health is going to play such a huge game in the next probably 6 to 12 months.
I totally agree.
Isn't it really important that as individuals and as parents and as people in community that we do our best to feel good about ourselves?
1,000%. I can't tell you how many people come in and say, you just made me feel so much better. I was so down. I couldn't stand looking at myself. I was miserable. I never felt so old. I never felt like I was looking so old. It's, I was just in an interview yesterday on a women's panel, and it was interesting. The question that I was asked was, with body positivity and physical positivity out there at the forefront of, media right now and blogs and YouTube and people talking about being positive, how do I feel about being in cosmetic medicine? And I thought to myself, wow, it's interesting. I feel freaking amazing about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what, just because, it is something physical that we're doing to ourselves. We do things physical to ourselves all the time. We do our hair. We highlight our hair. We get blowouts. We get a cut. We style it. We put on makeup. We wear nice clothes. We wear nice jewelry. We do our nails. We wear nice shoes. There's so many things that we do physical, and it makes us feel good. Like, how many times do I want to go out and I want to wear something really special, or I buy something really special for an event and I put it on and I feel so good. Mm-hmm. So it's along the same line. So if you do a peel and your skin looks glowing, or you do Botox and you reduce your wrinkles, it's all about the same kind of thing, that you're doing things to make yourself feel better. And I think it's great. If you can feel better with a little bit of something, why not?
And I completely agree with you, because for so many years now, we're told you have to go to the gym, you have to eat well, you have to look after yourself.
Right.
But what people don't understand is the cosmetic dermatology industry is all about doing things to increase your skin health and make you healthy, will make the biggest organ in your body healthy. So it really surprises me that our industry sometimes gets that stigma of like it's just a vain industry, or it's
Right.
where it's not. It's just doctors working really hard to keep their patients healthy.
Yeah, I agree. I have so many people who've come in actually recently, and they say to me, Romy, I'm so embarrassed. I never thought I'd see myself here. I'm not that vain. I never, ever in a million years thought I'd see myself doing Botox. And they're so thankful after that I've normalized it. You know, you don't have to go overboard to make little tweaks and make you feel better. So I think it's a great thing.
So do I.
I think you're great.
Oh. Are we going out or what?
Well, listen, I have nothing else to wear. This is it. This is all I've been in for 2 seasons.
For every interview, I thought I had to wear a white button down.
This is all I have. 2 seasons. It's all I wear.
Yeah.
I don't even have pants on. Maybe.
Yeah.
I wore leather pants for you two tonight.
Wow.
Even my
wow.
husband said, like, what is going on? Why are you all dressed up? Are you going out? And then
Okay, well,
scoffing a salad with onions in it. He's like, oh, you're not really going out.
Enough. You need to stand up. You need to go all the way to your file cabinet.
Good, bro.
Supermodel walk. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, right.
You better work. Work it, girl. Work it, girl. Do a twirl. Woo!
Yes.
Oh, she's really this.
Dance on me, dance on me, dance on me.
Romy, man, we've missed you so much. I can't wait so we can actually take you out, like proper. Like we can have.
I'm holding you to it.
In the meantime, though, whenever I'm reading Beyond Beautiful right now, I finally got it, got my copy. So whenever you want to have like a day in our pajamas and do a little party and little hot cocoa and talk about our notes.
I love it.
While our husbands golf.
Yes.
And by husband,
let me tell you something funny. I was working out and I was watching your guys' interview with and who was it? Oh my God, it was somebody. It's Dr. Guanche, Dr. Anna Guanche, and she was talking about her husband and how she met him and how she got girls pick up the guys. And I had my headphones in and I was like doing sit-ups. And she starts saying, oh, well, but for you, George, it's okay if a guy does. And I burst out laughing. And like my kids came downstairs. My husband opened his office door to see why I was laughing hysterically.
Well,
it was funny. It was very funny.
I got told.
You got told.
Does your husband golf?
He doesn't. He'll do it once in a while. Once in a blue moon. But not on a regular basis.
I'm addicted to it since COVID started. Yeah. Never really did it before, but now I'm like I've joined
so much time.
I know I've joined a club and everything. I've joined a club and everything. I'm done. Yep. The golf.
Wow.
He's serious.
Yep.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm loving it.
You're
You look
golfing
cute on the golf
course hanging in PJs.
Exactly.
Without my red bottoms.
What? No, you got to keep them on.
Okay, fine. Red bottoms and PJs.
That's it. Romy, we absolutely adore you. A few things. Congratulations on your new purchase and your new device, because that's an expansion of your business. And you did that during COVID.
I know.
So, wow. Bravo.
Thank you. And I'm looking at a few more things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you going to now, or is it going to be a surprise?
Surprise.
You know what? We're going to have to do a Skinterviews on location at your
100%.
clinic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Come.
But you know what that means? You got to treat me.
Yours.
No, me. It's my turn.
Jason,
No, Nathan, you know what? It's not about you.
You're being treated by everyone.
No, Romy, don't play
You're
that.
left in the dust.
Don't play that jealous wife card.
You see
I'm
what
not.
happens?
I'm only for you.
To Doris Day, and then you're doing everybody. Everyone.
Hold up.
Jason.
You challenged us.
I'm left in the dust.
you started this. You said we couldn't
get her.
Thursday because we're not Kelly and Ryan.
You're
But I
almost
think
Kelly
what
and
you
Ryan.
meant
You're basically
was
Kelly and Ryan.
Kelly and Ryan are not Nathan and George.
You're basically Kelly and Ryan now. You're better than Kelly and Ryan.
I don't know about that, but I want them on the show. So Kelly and Ryan, if 1 in a million you're watching, one in a million. I think I have more chances of winning the Lotto Max. You've been challenged to come on Skinterviews and talk about your skincare routine. And Romy's going to ask you a couple questions because I'm going to be like this. Hi. Oh my God, Romy, we adore you. Thank you for coming on again in season 2 for a recap episode. You really were you're one of our favorite people as it is. I think we make that obvious, and we think of you as a close friend, but you were also one of our favorites on season 1. So
100%.
really special for us. We've gotten tons of messages. Like I said, people actually sent me a message. Someone very close to me and said, that is the kind of person, if I ever do injections, I want to be injected by.
My wife said the same thing. My wife said, I want to go to her.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah. So we'll come see you for a little needlework.
Come. I want to poke you both.
Yeah. So that we can do the Jason Wemmer. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Who are you guys having on in the future? Do we have any planned?
Oh, Romy, we can't tell you that. You know you got to watch a show.
Yeah. Just
Can I
quick question.
request someone?
Quick question. Are you watching on our podcast or do you watch the video cast?
I watch on Instagram first, and then I go onto Facebook and watch it on Facebook.
You know we're on Stitcher, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts now as well.
Listen.
The audio versions.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, so when
Spotify.
When you're driving to work, you can listen to an episode.
Amazing. I totally should.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Good.
Good.
Who do you want to nominate? Because I know you want to nominate someone. That's what you said. So lay it out. I can't promise it'll happen. We're not Kelly and Ryan, but we'll do our best.
The last time I thought I said you weren't going to be Kelly and Ryan, you made it happen, and Doris Day was on. So that was awesome.
And we
so
love
my next nomination. Well, I have a few, but 2 of them have already been mentioned, so I'm hoping you get them on.
Okay.
Stephanie Capel and Shino Bay. And Shino Bay I met last year at the CAM conference. It was amazing to meet him. He's a total sweetheart.
I'm talking to Stephanie Capel's manager at the moment.
Oh, you are? Amazing.
Yeah, so we're hoping to get her on.
And then the last one that I was going to say, I don't think she's been mentioned, and I don't know if you can get her on, but crazier things have happened, but Sheila Nazarian.
We're trying. We're trying.
She's very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy. But we are talking with her team. She's a unique personality, but with her show and everything, she's extremely busy.
Yeah.
We do really want
it. It will take me second best. I will fill in for her.
You know what? Netflix should do a show about you, Romy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously.
Stable Sable.
What did you call it?
Stable Sable.
That was my nickname as a kid.
Oh, I love it.
And then it became Unstable Sable, and then it went back to Stable Sable. I'm back to Stable Sable, by the way.
I like Stable Sable, but Unstable Sable sounds like a better night out. So
It was an undergrad. I was Unstable Sable.
For everybody watching, please reach out and follow our new TikTok queen at Romy Sable on TikTok. One word. And then romysable.md.com. Of course, on Instagram, you can find her at Romy Sable MD. Facebook, Romy Sable. LinkedIn, Romy Sable. She's a physician and advanced injector. And Skinterviews would like to challenge you on TikTok to do a very popular dance by Cardi B. It's called the WAP Challenge. I dare you to be able to do that. I will look for it, and it will get a ton of likes for me.
And we will put it on the Skinterviews Instagram.
Okay, I did a version of it. You didn't see.
No, what? On there?
I did the clean version. Not gonna lie.
Oh, wow.
Oh! No way! Yeah!
Yes.
Look at you. You're like a challenge ahead of it. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Wow.
Good for
So do I
you,
still have
girl.
to do it, or do you have another challenge for me?
I'm going to find one, and I'm going to actually put it on my story on Skinterviews,
Done.
and then you're going to have to respond to it with it.
Done. I will do anything you challenge me to do.
Are we going to challenge each other?
Yes.
Okay, it's on.
It's on.
It's on. I can't even go back now because this is now coming out. So
Bring it.
it's on.
It's on, like Donkey Kong.
You're gonna age us, Nathan. Come on. What's Donkey Kong?
Oh, it just sounded good.
I don't know, it's a golfer thing.
Oh, don't do-
It has nothing to
oh wow.
Romy, we adore you.
Time ago.
Thank you so much for being on Skinterview
Thank you.
recap
Thanks for having
episode.
me.
And I can't wait to see you in person and give you a real squeeze of a hug.
So we better go for a message to our sponsors, George, and then you can close up, eh?
Is that it? Just like that?
Just like that.
You hang out backstage so we can say one last goodbye.
Done. I will wait there with bated breath.
Okay, and a quick message from our sponsors from Full Script. And that's it for our Skinterviews Season 1 recap episode with some of our favorite guests. I mean, all of our guests were favorite. And somebody was like, why are you guys doing a recap episode? Why wouldn't we do a recap episode? These are the people that supported us right out of the gates when we had a crazy idea that we didn't know where it would take us, if it would be any good. We never thought we'd be here in Season 2. We never thought we'd have this kind of a look for Season 2, that we would be able to up our game. Two small guys from Canada. You know, I mean, Nathan's not small. He's like 6'12" or something. He's super tall and super handsome. And anyhow, but the guests we had on our recap episode were people that we consulted and talked to, and they actually showed immense support for what we were doing and believed in what we were doing. And we wanted to bring them on again because people love them. You guys love them. You double tapped on Instagram. You sent us messages about them. You liked their interviews. We have the view counts. We have the analytics. So I know you want to see them again. And it's always nice to catch up with them because COVID has made it very difficult to catch up with them in person. And I'm sure many of you are feeling the same way about other family and friends that you haven't been able to see properly or hang out with. But we're getting through it. We've been in it for a while now, and we're hopefully on the tail end of it. I know we're kind of going through a second wave right now and things are getting a little tighter, but you know, there always is a light at the end of the tunnel. And through difficult times, great things happen. And one of those is what I found with my business partner, Nathan, who is now our co-host and is part of Skinterviews. Skinterviews is a product of a difficult situation. So whenever you find yourself in a difficult situation, the first thing you got to do is look for your support system. Our support system were all our guests of Season 1. The second thing you got to do is keep hopeful and look for the light at the end of that tunnel and find something that really makes you feel alive again when things get tough and talk about it. Look for friends, find the support, be well. But most importantly, for all you doing all those little Zoom meetings at home now with COVID, just so we don't get too serious, don't forget to take care of your skin or I'll find out and I'll kick your butt. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. Take care.